Doris Day? What else is she hiding from us? Although she passed away 5 years ago, her fans have recently uncovered 8 startling secrets she kept hidden throughout her life. This discovery reveals that we can never truly know our idols, no matter how close we feel to them. They always have shadowy aspects of their lives they prefer to keep concealed. Now, take a deep breath to listen to Doris Day's 8 newly discovered secrets. Let's start with a secret that few people know about Doris Day: her fear of flying. This phobia took root in the 1940s, a time when Day was touring extensively with comedian Bob Hope to entertain troops during World War II. The rigorous schedule and the need to travel quickly between performances often necessitated flying, frequently in less than ideal weather conditions. These harrowing experiences left a lasting impression on Day, embedding a fear of flying that she carried with her for the rest of her life. Day's aviophobia, or fear of flying, significantly impacted her career and personal life. Despite being one of Hollywood's most beloved stars, she made a conscious decision to avoid air travel altogether. This decision led her to miss out on numerous important events and accolades that required her presence in far-flung locations. Among the most notable of these was a tribute at the Kennedy Center, one of the highest honors in American arts and culture. The Kennedy Center Honors celebrate lifetime achievements in the performing arts, and Day's absence from such a prestigious event underscored the severity of her phobia. Day's fear of flying was so intense that it dictated her travel choices for the entirety of her career. Instead of flying, she preferred to travel by car or train, regardless of the inconvenience or extended travel time. This aversion to air travel meant that she had to turn down numerous invitations to international film festivals, award ceremonies, and other events that required air travel. Her decision to stay grounded was a personal one, influenced by the anxiety and fear that flying induced in her. In her professional life, Day's fear of flying was a well-known fact within the industry. Directors, producers, and event organizers had to take her travel preferences into account when scheduling appearances or considering her for roles that involved travel. Despite these limitations, Day's career flourished. Her talent, dedication, and professionalism ensured that she remained a top-tier actress and singer, beloved by fans around the world. The fear of flying also affected Day's personal life, limiting her ability to visit distant friends and family or explore international travel. However, she made the best of her situation by focusing on her work and her passion for animal welfare. Day's decision to stay close to home allowed her to devote more time to causes that were important to her, particularly her work with the Doris Day Animal Foundation and the Doris Day Horse Rescue and Adoption Center. Unlike what many people think, acting was not Doris Day's first choice. Her dream was to be a dancer. As a child, Doris Day harbored dreams of becoming a professional dancer, enchanted by the elegance and energy of the art form. She immersed herself in tap dancing and ballet classes, honing her skills with a dedication and passion that promised a bright future. Day's talent shone early, and she formed a dancing duo with Jerry Dougherty, a partnership that proved to be both fruitful and rewarding. Their hard work and synergy culminated in winning a local dancing competition, a victory that opened the doors to Hollywood, the land of dreams. This achievement seemed to be a significant milestone, marking the beginning of what could have been a stellar career in dance. With stars in their eyes and hopes high, Doris Day and Jerry Dougherty set out for Hollywood, eager to chase their dreams on the grandest stage of all. However, fate had different plans. A ghastly accident abruptly shattered Day's dreams of dancing stardom. She was involved in a severe car accident that left her with a double compound fracture in her right leg. The injury was devastating, both physically and emotionally. The pain and the realization that her dancing career might be over were almost unbearable. The accident was a cruel twist of fate for a young girl who had invested so much of her life in dance. To make matters worse, during her recovery, Day suffered a fall that exacerbated her already critical condition. The additional injury further dashed her hopes of returning to dance, bringing a definitive end to her aspirations of becoming a professional dancer. The physical agony was compounded by the emotional toll of watching her dreams slip away, leaving her future uncertain. Confined to her bed during the long months of recovery, Day found solace in an unexpected source: the radio. As she listened to the broadcasts, she discovered a new world of music and voices that captured her imagination. Among these voices, one stood out and resonated deeply with her: Ella Fitzgerald. Day was mesmerized by Fitzgerald's voice, its richness, and its emotional depth. She began to sing along, trying to match Fitzgerald's impeccable tone and phrasing. This budding interest did not go unnoticed. Day's mother, recognizing her daughter's new passion and innate talent, decided to nurture this potential. She engaged the services of a vocal coach to help Day develop her singing skills. The teacher quickly realized that Day was no ordinary student. She had a natural gift for singing. Her instructor described her as a promising student with tremendous potential, praising her ability to capture the essence of the songs she sang and her impressive vocal range. A secret that anyone who hears will be shocked about Doris Day is that she never wanted to host The Doris Day Show. When Doris Day's third husband, Martin Melcher, passed away in 1968, a series of shocking revelations came to light. Melcher had been involved in dubious financial dealings, which not only squandered Day's considerable earnings, but also left her in massive debt. The extent of his mismanagement was staggering, and Day faced the grim reality of financial ruin. The only silver lining was that Melcher's early death prevented further damage, sparing her from complete financial collapse. Amidst the turmoil of Melcher's death and the financial debacle, Day discovered another unsettling truth. Melcher had signed her up for a television show and several TV specials without her knowledge. Despite the initial shock and the burden of her financial woes, Day rose to the challenge. She realized that the commitments her husband had made could be her lifeline, providing a much-needed source of income. With determination and her characteristic resilience, Day embraced the new venture. The Doris Day Show debuted in 1968, and to her surprise, it became a tremendous success. The sitcom, which featured Day as a widowed mother raising her two young sons on a ranch, resonated with audiences and showcased her versatility as an actress. Her natural charm and comedic timing were evident, and the show's blend of humor and heartfelt moments struck a chord with viewers. The Doris Day Show ran for 5 successful seasons, from 1968 to 1973. Day's portrayal of the lead character won her new fans and reaffirmed her status as a beloved entertainment icon. According to Day, she took on the project out of sheer necessity, driven by the desperate need for financial stability. However, what began as a financial obligation turned into an enjoyable and rewarding experience. She found joy in the creative process and the camaraderie of the cast and crew, making it a memorable period in her career. While the TV show marked a significant chapter in her life, it was by no means Day's first foray onto the screen. By the time The Doris Day Show aired, she was already an established star with an impressive filmography. Day had appeared in numerous movies throughout the 1950s and 1960s, becoming one of the highest-ranking actresses in the global box office. Her roles in films such as Pillow Talk, Calamity Jane, The Man Who Knew Too Much, and Move Over, Darling had cemented her status as a leading lady in Hollywood. Day's success on the big screen was complemented by her work on television. She made guest appearances on various TV shows, displaying her versatility and broad appeal. Even after The Doris Day Show concluded, she continued to feature in television specials and series, maintaining a presence in the entertainment industry until her retirement in 2009. Her career was marked by a remarkable ability to connect with audiences across different media. Whether through her enchanting performances in romantic comedies and musicals or her warm, engaging presence on television, Day's talent was undeniable. Her ability to transition seamlessly between film and TV demonstrated her adaptability and enduring appeal. Doris Day fans will be disappointed to learn that she lied to everyone about her real age. For a long time, Doris Day, the beloved American actress and singer, maintained a carefully constructed narrative about her age. She often stated that she was born on April 3, 1924, a date she repeated in numerous interviews and public records. This age discrepancy became a part of her public persona, and few questioned it during her active years in Hollywood. However, the truth about her age remained hidden for decades, cloaked in the glamour and mystique of her illustrious career. The Emmanuel's black gown, therefore, was not merely a fashion choice, but a precursor to the many ways Diana would redefine what it meant to be a modern royal. Her ability to blend traditional elegance with contemporary flair made her a fashion icon and a beloved figure worldwide. The dress, much like the revenge dress she would wear years later, was a reflection of her spirit, bold, beautiful, and unafraid to challenge the status quo. Back to Diana's fateful moment in 1994, her iconic revenge dress was elevated by her exquisite choice of accessories, particularly the choker she wore that night. This wasn't just any piece of jewelry, it was a choker with profound sentimental and historical significance. Given to Diana by the Queen Mother, the choker featured a stunning sapphire brooch that had originally belonged to Queen Mary, reflecting the rich legacy of royal jewels being passed down through generations. The sapphire brooch was a wedding gift from the Queen Mother when Diana married Prince Charles in 1981. The brooch, a deep blue sapphire surrounded by diamonds, was a testament to the exquisite craftsmanship and opulence associated with royal jewelry. However, Diana's transformation of the brooch into a choker necklace exemplified her unique style and flair for fashion. She added several strands of pearls to create a piece that was both modern and timeless, with the sapphire prominently showcased at the center. Diana had a deep affection for this necklace and wore it on numerous significant occasions. One memorable instance was in 1985, when she famously danced with John Travolta at a White House gala. The choker, with its shimmering pearls and striking sapphire, complemented her elegance and grace, capturing the attention of onlookers and photographers alike. The choker wasn't just a piece of jewelry, it was a symbol of Diana's ability to blend tradition with contemporary style. By redesigning the brooch into a choker, she honored the history and heritage of the piece while making it uniquely her own. This act of personalizing royal jewelry was emblematic of Diana's approach to her role within the royal family, respecting tradition, but also asserting her individuality. Diamond expert Max Stone, in an interview with The Express, estimated that the choker could be worth between $50,000 to $100,000, or about $68,000 to $136,000. This staggering valuation not only underscores the intrinsic value of the materials, sapphires, diamonds, and pearls, but also the historical and sentimental value of the piece. The choker's worth is enhanced by its association with Princess Diana, a beloved figure whose legacy continues to captivate the world. And guess what? If Princess Diana's goal was to redirect attention onto herself rather than on Prince Charles and his confession of infidelity, the revenge dress definitely helped her accomplish that mission. The public's reaction was overwhelmingly positive. For many, this was the first glimpse of the new Diana, a woman who was not defined by her marriage or the royal family, but by her own choices and identity. British journalist Alex Longmore succinctly captured this sentiment in his interview with HuffPost, stating that the evening marked a pivotal moment in public perception. He noted, "It was a classic case of a woman wearing the dress and not the other way around. Diana's confidence and poise transformed the dress from a mere garment into a powerful statement of self-reclamation." Anna Harvey, Diana's former stylist, later elaborated on the princess's intentions for that night. In an interview with The Telegraph, Harvey revealed that Diana was determined to look sensational, aiming to project an image of strength and allure. She wanted to appear as though she was worth $1 million, and by all accounts, she succeeded. The dress, with its elegant silhouette and sophisticated design, showcased Diana's beauty and grace, but it was her confidence and demeanor that truly captivated the audience. In 1997, Princess Diana made a decision that combined her love for philanthropy with her iconic sense of style. Following the advice of her son, Prince William, she chose to auction off several of her most memorable gowns, including the legendary revenge dress. The auction was held at Christie's in New York and was aimed at raising funds for charities close to Diana's heart, particularly those supporting cancer and AIDS patients. The idea to auction her gowns was a testament to Diana's enduring commitment to charitable causes. Throughout her life, she was deeply involved in various forms of advocacy, especially for AIDS patients at a time when the disease was heavily stigmatized. Her decision to sell her gowns for charity was a natural extension of her dedication to using her public image and influence for the greater good. Doris Day's marriage history is a big shocker. She has been married 4 times. In March 1941, Doris Day married Al Jordan, a trombonist she met while performing with Barney Rapp's band. The union, however, quickly turned into a nightmare. Jordan, who suffered from schizophrenia and had a history of violent behavior, revealed his abusive nature almost immediately. On their wedding day, he physically assaulted Day for accepting a wedding gift from a male colleague, a grim foreshadowing of the turmoil that would define their marriage. Despite the turbulent start, Day found herself pregnant shortly after their wedding. Jordan's reaction was horrifying. He demanded that she get an abortion, and when she refused, he brutally beat her in an attempt to force a miscarriage. The violence she endured during this period was extreme, but Day's resilience saw her through. Against all odds, she gave birth to a healthy baby boy, whom she named Terry. The marriage, marred by constant abuse, became untenable. In 1943, Day gathered the courage to leave Jordan, filing for divorce and seeking to rebuild her life for the sake of her son. Jordan's struggles continued, and tragically, he later took his own life, leaving behind a legacy of pain and suffering. Day's second marriage was to saxophonist George William Weidler in 1946. Their relationship, though initially promising, was short-lived. Weidler, also a musician, had his own career ambitions, and the pressures of their respective careers created a distance between them. After 3 years of marriage, they divorced in 1949. The split was amicable, but it left Day once again navigating the complexities of single motherhood. 2 years after her divorce from Weidler, on her 29th birthday, Day married Martin Melcher, an American film producer. This marriage marked a significant chapter in her life, both personally and professionally. Melcher not only became a supportive partner, but also took an active role in managing Day's career. He produced many of her movies, significantly contributing to her success in Hollywood. Melcher adopted Day's son, Terry, who then changed his name to Terrence Paul Melcher. Terry would go on to have a successful career in the music industry, largely influenced by the supportive environment his mother and Melcher provided. The marriage between Day and Melcher lasted 17 years, a period during which Day's career flourished with numerous successful films and recording projects. However, their marriage was not without its difficulties. Melcher's management of Day's finances and career decisions sometimes led to tension and conflict. When Melcher died in 1968, Day was devastated to learn that her financial situation was dire. Unbeknownst to her, Melcher and his business partner had mismanaged her earnings, leaving her in significant debt. Despite this betrayal, Day's resilience shone through once again. She embarked on new projects, including a successful television series, The Doris Day Show, to regain her financial stability and secure her future. In 1976, Day entered into her fourth marriage, this time with Barry Comden, a maitre d' she met at a restaurant. Comden, who was 12 years her junior, initially seemed to provide the companionship and support Day longed for. However, their relationship was strained by differences in lifestyle and interests. Comden reportedly felt neglected due to Day's dedication to animal welfare causes, which had become a central focus of her life. The marriage ended in divorce in 1982, marking the end of Day's marital endeavors. She is an animal activist. Did you know this? Doris Day's passion for animals was as intense and unwavering as her love for singing. Throughout her life, animals, especially dogs, held a special place in her heart. This profound affection was evident in many aspects of her personal and professional life. Day's fourth husband, Barry Comden, entered her life in an unconventional yet fitting manner. They met at her favorite restaurant, where Comden, then a maitre d', endeared himself to her by giving her a bag of bones and meat scraps for her dogs. This thoughtful gesture touched Day deeply, reflecting his understanding of her love for animals. However, despite their initially strong connection, Comden later expressed frustration that Day seemed to care more for her animal companions than for him. This sentiment underscored the undeniable priority that animals held in her life. Day's love for animals was rooted in a poignant experience from her teenage years. When her beloved dog was killed by a passing car, she was devastated. The incident left her with a deep sense of guilt and loneliness, profoundly shaping her views on animal welfare. This tragic event instilled in her a lifelong commitment to the well-being of animals, driving her to take significant steps to protect and care for them. Her advocacy for animal rights extended to her public persona and personal choices. Day was a vocal critic of wearing fur, taking a stand against this practice long before it became a widespread cause. Her commitment to animal welfare led her to establish the Doris Day Animal Foundation, DDAF, an organization dedicated solely to helping animals. The foundation focused on a range of initiatives, from providing financial support for spaying and neutering programs to funding animal rescue operations and supporting shelters. In 2011, Day's dedication to animal welfare reached a new milestone with the establishment of the Doris Day Horse Rescue and Adoption Center. This facility was created to help abused and neglected horses, providing them with a safe haven and the care they needed to recover and find new homes. Day not only lent her name to the center, but also made a significant financial contribution, donating $250,000 to support its mission. The center's work was a testament to her enduring commitment to animal welfare, reflecting her desire to make a tangible difference in the lives of animals in need. Additionally, Day owned and operated the Cypress Inn, a pet-friendly hotel in Carmel by the Sea, California. The inn became renowned for its welcoming atmosphere for both guests and their pets, embodying Day's belief that animals should be treated with kindness and respect. The Cypress Inn was not just a business venture, but a reflection of Day's lifestyle and values, providing a sanctuary where pet owners could enjoy a luxurious stay without leaving their furry friends behind. Doris Day also nurtured a shocking secret until her last day. On May 13, 2019, the world bid farewell to Doris Day, who passed away at the age of 97 after a brief battle with pneumonia. Her death marked the end of an era for a beloved icon who had left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry and animal welfare. True to her wishes, her departure from this world was as unassuming and private as much of her personal life had been. She had made it clear that she did not want a public funeral, a grave marker, or any form of public memorial service. Instead, her passing was marked by a simple announcement and solemn final rites. Day's decision to forego the traditional trappings of celebrity funerals was in keeping with her lifelong desire for privacy and her aversion to public spectacle. Throughout her career, she had managed to maintain a degree of separation between her public persona and her private life, an impressive feat given her status as one of Hollywood's brightest stars. Her request for a quiet farewell was a final assertion of her personal values, emphasizing simplicity and dignity over public display. The announcement of her passing was made by the Doris Day Animal Foundation, DDAF, the charitable organization she had founded and to which she had dedicated much of her later years. The foundation's statement reflected the deep respect and admiration that her colleagues and fans held for her, highlighting her contributions to both the entertainment world and animal welfare. The DDAF had been a significant part of Day's life, embodying her commitment to protecting and caring for animals, a cause that was incredibly dear to her heart. In the days following her death, tributes poured in from around the globe. Fans, fellow entertainers, and animal welfare advocates shared their memories and paid homage to Day's remarkable life and career. Despite her request for no public memorial, the outpouring of love and respect from those she had touched was undeniable. People celebrated her legacy through heartfelt messages, social media tributes, and retrospective features on her life and work. Day's belongings were auctioned off, with the proceeds going to her beloved foundation. The auction raised approximately $3 million, a testament to the enduring admiration for her and the significant impact she had made. Items included personal mementos, memorabilia from her storied career, and even pieces from her home. Fans and collectors eagerly participated, not only to own a piece of Hollywood history, but also to support the cause that Day had championed so passionately. The funds raised from the auction provided a substantial boost to the DDF, ensuring that Day's work in animal welfare would continue. The foundation used the money to support various programs and initiatives aimed at improving the lives of animals. This included funding for spaying and neutering programs, veterinary care for animals in need, and support for animal rescue operations. Day's legacy of compassion and care for animals was thus perpetuated, reflecting her lifelong commitment to making the world a better place for all creatures. What do you think about Doris Day's secrets? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this, and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.